producer, host, and sponsors.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Tuesday, May 17th, 2022. I am Kevin Thomas, and you are listening to the King of Afternoon Drive Radio. So, are you ready, Clemaniacs? If so, then let's give it up for Clem in the PM.
Hush not, child, and don't cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Just move on up toward your destination. Though you may find from time to time complication. Bite your lip and take the trip. Though there may be wet road ahead and you cannot slip, just move on up. For peace you'll find into the steeple of beautiful people where there's only one kind. So hush not, child, and don't cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Move on up and keep on wishing. Remember your dream is your only scheme, so keep on pushing. Take nothing less than the supreme best. Do not obey rumors people say, but you can pass the test. Just move on up to a greater day. With just a little faith, if you put your mind to it, you can surely do it.
Yes. Wow, I love that tune. Clem, move on up. The great Curtis Mayfield getting us started here. Wow. Love that tune. All pumped up. Yes. All hail the return. Guess what? Double all hail. Woo! Wow. Holy moly. I'm pretty sure anonymously sent me a bell so I could all hail, but I ordered a bell also so I could all hail. Double all hail! Woo! The king is back. Alrighty, don't forget, you gotta vote. You gotta vote no matter where you live. It's your obligation, your duty. I don't mean duty like dog. I mean duty, D-U-T-Y. It's your duty to vote. Your obligation, your responsibility, your civic. You know, you have to. Doesn't matter who you vote for. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm just saying you have to vote. That's it. You know, get out there, go to the polls, and place your vote. All right, tomorrow we shall see who is the victor. So, today, Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, Tamale Tuesday, Tequila Tuesday, and of course, Tomato Tuesday. We're gonna throw a little wrench in a loop, or loop in a wrench, or whatever you call it, and we're gonna bring Oliver on at 4:20. Some of you expected him yesterday. And unfortunately, we were unable to deliver that because we were uncertain about the weather conditions, softball game, this, that, whatever. So today at 4:20, for all you sports enthusiasts, and for all you people who just like to hear a guy doing what he loves, talking sports, and more so than that, just defeating life's setbacks like it's nobody's business. You know, our boy Oliver has cerebral palsy. I was actually just watching a Facebook video the other day on some guy who has cerebral palsy who was walking. It was crazy. That stuff like that makes you cry, man. It gets you so pumped up. This guy was like walking through his kitchen he just started walking not too long ago, and he was posting videos, and it was just uplifting. So we're talking about uplifting. That's Oliver. His attitude is positive, and that's what we like in Clemville. You know, don't be a person who has excuses. Be the person who finds solutions. And, like I said, if you're a sports enthusiast, you're going to get the best. Oliver's knowledge is second to none. He's passionate, and we'll hear him at 4:20. Updates with Oliver. Brought to you by Pete's Chimney and More. Chimneys, gutters, and roofing. It's what we do. 888-798-PETE. So it is a beautiful day out today. I got to tell you, I like it when it's not too hot like Saturday is going to be. Saturday's going to be in the 90s. We got a softball game, my son's birthday party outside, although a pool party, still hot and uncomfortable. Today is just a perfect day. Sun's out, not too hot, not little coolness in the air, but not where you need. I got my shorts and t-shirt on. Don't need a sweatshirt or pants. Feeling really good. Talk about feeling good. I went to my masseuse therapist, Jennifer, today. Our second session together. The first one was phenomenal. The results, I still can't believe how good I'm feeling opposed to before I met her and how my acupuncturist. So today was my second session. She did some Swedish massage. And I'm feeling really good. And the energy that I'm feeling internally will pass through the microphone, through whatever you're listening, radio, smart speaker, YouTube, and you shall get that radiotherapy that we deliver here weekdays 3 to 5 on the world-renowned Clem Radio Network. That's WRCR. The acronym, WRCR, world-renowned Clem Radio. And, of course, it's the network. Heard worldwide. All you got to do is just tell your smart speaker, play WRCR. You could be in Singapore. You could be in Somalia. You could even be in, like, Sudafed, or what's that, Sudan. And all you got to do is tell your smart speaker, play WRCR. And it pops on just like that. So, and also WRCR.com. The internet is strong worldwide. Kevin, another great show. Once again, delivering the good, whether it's music, stories, all that stuff. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. We got a beautiful day outside, and was able to get out and walk for a little bit, and feeling good. Just feeling good.
That's good. You took another walk. That's great. The more you do that, the better you feel. Mentally, physically, the lung capacity, just the muscles coming together, just feels good. So keep doing that. And how's the
for sure.
How's the music coming along? Still on the guitar, writing some tunes, working, polishing up some old tunes.
Yeah, but really polishing up some old tunes, and I'm hoping that in the near future I'll be back on stage again, and we'll make people suffer with my music. No, it'll be good to be back on stage again. It's been years. I've got clips on YouTube of me playing other places, but I miss it, and it'll be good to get back to it.
Look forward to it. Absolutely look forward to it. I'm sure a lot of people will be coming out to check you out performing. I can't think of the name. It slips my tongue right now. It's not Maud. I know it's not Madeline. That's from
Matilda.
Matilda. That's it. Matilda. I was listening to Matilda was it Sunday? What's today? Tuesday? I think I was listening to Matilda. I was watching a video. Redneck posted something. I was listening to Matilda. Great tune. I tell you, you tell a good story, and I look forward to seeing you on stage and doing your thing. And again, just another great step forward. Just getting out there, putting yourself back on stage. Just all good for you. All help you to keep moving Kevin Thomas forward. So good stuff. All right.
I appreciate it.
No doubt. I'm a pistachio man. Don't mind me right now, but I'm eating pistachios, roasted and salted. And the best thing about them is there's no shell. I don't consider myself a lazy guy, but I don't want to put the work in to taking shells off pistachios. It's just too much. And sometimes they still have the shell skin on them. You got to dig that off. This makes it so much more easier to enjoy the pistachio, which I was never a fan of pistachio growing up. I thought it was gross. When we got Sweet Pete's, we brought in the Ceduto's pistachio ice cream. It was phenomenal. I'm telling you, the best ice cream you'll ever have. That pistachio ice cream, insane. From there, I started eating pistachios, and I am a pistachio man. Actually, Pistachio. That's my name in El Salvadorian. They go, Pistachio. All right, we'll take a quick break, and Pistachio will be back.
It's great music that doesn't get in the way of your work. AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
Be sure to listen to the Business and Market Update with Ken Mahoney of Mahoney Asset Management every Monday through Friday morning at 8:30 here on WRCR. Catch Ken's incisive commentary on business and market trends during the upcoming trading day. And you can have your business-related question answered directly by Ken Mahoney. Just submit it to the Mahoney mailbag. Go to the website at MahoneyGPS.com, enter your question or comment, and it will be answered directly by Ken. On the radio every Monday through Friday morning at 8:30, right here on WRCR, AM 1700, Radio Unscripted, or WRCR.com.
Have you been looking for meaningful work and want to make a difference close to home? Then join our team at Joanio. Joanio is a place where you can find your passion and at the same time support children, adults, and their families with disabilities and special needs. We offer competitive pay and benefits, tuition assistance, plus lots of opportunity for advancement. When you join our Joanio family, you will be part of the miracles that happen every day. Be part of something special, build a career with us, and find your passion at Joanio. Email us today at careers@joanio.org. That's careers@joanio.org. Or call us today at 845-708-2000, extension 5277, or visit our website at joanio.org.
Airlines have just reduced their prices even more. Book 30 days in advance and save big.
Want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets? Then call the Low Cost Airlines Travel Hotline right now. For prices so low, we can't publish them anywhere. The only way to access our low rates and save up to 70% is to call. Save hundreds on your vacation tickets by calling right now. You can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
802-341-4529. 802-341-4529. 802-341-4529. That's 802-341-4529.
You just heard that message, right? Well, someone, somewhere, is calling them up right now or planning to. Why not become them? Click on WRCR.com to make you them.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
I see slow traffic on the northbound Hutch from the Bronx into the Cross County, then more delays from exit 9 all the way up toward exit 15. Traffic is much better on the New England Thruway. 287 looks good. The Sprain, the New York State Thruway, and the Sawmill are all good. Tappan Zee Bridge is fine. No delays on the Thruway in Rockland. Usual slowdowns, though, on 59 both ways through Muncie and also through Spring Valley. And traffic is sponsored by eBay Motors. Getting stuck in traffic is part of owning a car. Getting stuck because you don't have the right parts doesn't have to be. That's because eBay Motors has all the right parts at all the right prices, 122 million of them. So keep moving, and moving in style at ebaymotors.com. Let's ride. And from the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm Chris Majette.
Weather for tonight, mostly clear with a low around 49 degrees. For Wednesday, increasing clouds with a high near 70 degrees. For Wednesday night, showers likely mainly after 2 a.m., otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 53, the chance of rain 60%. For Thursday, showers likely, but it'll be a morning event, mainly before 8 a.m. Then cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 73 degrees. For Thursday night, mostly clear with a low around 55. And for Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 86 degrees, and we could hit 90 on Saturday. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 75.
I like that tune. That one gets me going too. The White Stripes. Very funny story about the White Stripes. You know, when Jack met Meg, her last name was White. They met in a coffee shop. They started dating. They married in '96, and Jack took Meg's last name. That's correct. Does anybody know a guy that took a lady's last name when they got married? And I mean a real guy, not a girl. And I'm a girl that converts into a guy. I'm talking a guy who married a girl that took her last name, all right? Anyone know one? So Jack White, Meg White, they're performing, they're getting traction, and they're telling everybody that they're brother and sister, the Whites, because they don't think that mainstream media, and more so than that, the big wigs behind the production of all the music want a couple. They'd rather go for like the Carpenters, the brother-sister feel. So they were telling everybody that they were siblings, not spouses. Then one day they just broke down and that was that. But then they got divorced, and then they went back to telling people they were brother and sister again. Still creating great music, although they separated for a part. Meg White, crazy drummer. I mean, just bangs the drums. Got her own style. And that is the White Stripes. Seven Nation Army couldn't hold us back. Facebook, get out of here, God. You're so annoying. So we're talking about couple. And my next couple of stories here are about couples. So hence the production. Double all hail. All right. Look at that. I got a gold and I got a silver. I'm feeling good. I got 2 all hails. So the first story about a couple. Now, when I saw this, I said to myself, this is absurd. I would disown my parents. I would one up them. A couple in India are suing their son and daughter-in-law because after 6 years of marriage, they have no grandchildren to speak of. Sadhana and Sanjeev Prasad, who live in India, are seeking out 50 million Indian rupees, which is about $650,000 in damages from their son and his wife. It says they've spent a ton of money to raise him, educate him, make him capable. They made him a pilot, which was expensive. They see people in their neighborhood playing with grandchildren, and they feel that they should have one. They said they didn't marry their son and daughter-in-law off so they can live alone. So they said that in the next year, either give us a grandchild or give us compensation. They say as they age, there's no one to take care of them, and that all parents wish to be grandparents one day. They also bought a car for their son and daughter-in-law, paid for the honeymoon. It also lists the daughter's family in the lawsuit. Now, in India, it's pretty controversial over there because carrying on the family line and caring for elderly parents and in-laws is also it's seen as like a family duty. And also sometimes in India, parents can claim a monthly allowance from their adult children. All right, for in cases where they can't take care of themselves. A little crazy over there. I myself find this to be ridiculous. But if in India it's commonplace, who am I to say their customs and rituals and laws are ridiculous? I'll tell you who I am. I am P. Clem, and I say they're ridiculous. So simple as that. To be able to sue, that would be like, suing my parents for not giving me hair, for giving me hair on my back. Come on. So it's something so ridiculous. You can't. This just a ridiculous thing. A ridiculous story. This is Tuesday's ridiculous story segment, and it has to do with couples. The next one isn't ridiculous. This one's pretty good. But I find it somewhat appalling that my mother and father would sue me for not having kids if, in fact, my wife and I were choosing not to have kids or we weren't ready to have kids. Now you're going to sue me? And the country we live in would allow that? That's absurd. That's absurd. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Let's go to the next one, a couple story. Imagine getting sued because you're not having kids. I mean, you want to buy a car for your son, you want to buy the honeymoon, that's up to you. That's your stupidity. You can't ask for anything in return. I mean, this sounds like a Jacoby and Myers type of lawsuit. All right. A couple. The last couple was suing another couple, and now we go to a couple. Hence, I played a song by a couple, Jack and Meg White. All hail. That's a single hail. Can you tell the difference? So this couple did something that I may aspire to do with my wife. Retired Seattle couple Angelin and Richard Burke sold their home to live permanently on cruise ships. Now, according to Angeline, it's cheaper than paying off their mortgage. Now, they live permanently on cruise ships. They go on different cruise ships. They book so far ahead on different cruise ships that they get total, excuse me, I'm sorry. Some of their trips are booked ahead where they can get savings offered for early bookings, and they also take last minute. You know, if they feel, okay, you know what, let's get off the boat, the cruise, let's stay in this, you know, in Puerto Rico for a couple of weeks. Let's find a cheap hotel in Puerto Rico. Let's stay here. And then when we see at the last minute they got to fill a cruise ship, you know, we'll jump on one. So they just got off a 51-day trip from Seattle to Sydney, Australia. I myself, when we used to go on cruises before the kids a lot, my wife and I was always envious of the people. You know, they would have like a, you know, the first night out dinner, and they would announce people, oh, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, gold members. They've been on 35 cruises. And that's my aspiration. They are my inspiration. That is my aspiration, to cruise the seas. I know some people don't like it, especially with COVID. You know, I don't care. What I love is this. I love the boat because there's food and drink, and you can get drunk. Can you get a ticket for walking drunk on the boat? No, because I've done it so many times. I've stumbled into walls, pretty much stumbled downstairs, stumbled into other people's rooms. Not by invite, I'm just saying, you know, I've just stumbled into the wrong room. I'm stumbling everywhere because there's so much food in me that's like, it must have like settled in the left side of my stomach. I'm tipping. Add in all the alcohol. It's fun to be on a boat, gambling, shows, entertainment. And I'm not talking like me and my friends in 8th grade putting on some cheesy performance. No, this is top quality entertainment, especially on the Disney boats. I could emulate something like this. I don't know about selling my house, but I can most certainly live the rest of my life, or a lot of it, you know, 60%, 70% of the year after my wife retires. I could see myself just putting in the fall season, working for the fall season, 4 months like crazy, 6 in the morning to 12 at night between paperwork, doing jobs, and then doing the rest of the 8 months on a ship. That's my goal. I think one of them, and to take over this guy's morning show. It's hard. You know, I'm addicted to it. It's so bad that I'm addicted to it. Like, I'm trying. He has the worst fake laugh. He laughs at all his cohort stuff. It's stupid. I mean, you can tell that's a fake laugh. And they have those, you know, those call-ins. Oh yeah, let's go to the thing. And you know, those fake phone call things. And then, you know, they're actor. It's just garbage. It's so bad. The more I listen to it, it's Odyssey owns it. I don't know. What the hell do I got to lose, right? I mean, stranger things have happened. We pitched the show to Howard Stern, and next thing you know, we're traveling the world. Not on my dime, on every organization's dime. It was a beautiful thing. So I don't know. The more I listen to his garbage, the more I'm like, you know what? Uh-oh. Yep. All right. No worries. I hit a curb in the minivan. Tire's flat, so the guy wants to pick it up tomorrow. I don't have a spare tire in there to change. So don't forget to vote. I'm going to say it again. Whether you're in Clarkstown, Pearl River, Idaho, if you have your local school board, whatever it is your civic duty, your obligation to your community, to yourself, to your kids, to be able to go out there and speak through the voting booth. And the more people speak, the better it is. For whoever. I don't care. Whoever wins, wins. That's how it's going to be. I mean, I'm not going to cry over I'm not going to cry over, you know, the local election. But I will say this. I'll cry if I don't vote because I didn't contribute to, you know, my candidate's opportunity to win. So if they lose, I feel as if, you know, it's part of my fault. And more so than that, I have in my mind who I feel are the best candidates on any given vote, whether it's now, presidency, governor, whatever it is. So I want to be able to speak for myself, represent myself, and my vote is full representation of Clem Nation. All righty? We'll take a little commercial break.
Shut out last year due to lack of inventory? West Rock has spas and above-ground pools for immediate delivery. Don't get shut out again. Trucks are rolling in with your spa and above-ground pools, so you can enjoy an at-home backyard vacation. Hot tubs are wonderful for stress relief, aches and pains, and relaxation. Every home should have one. West Rock Pool and Spa has them in stock now. WestRockPools.com.
I had to turn my pool heater down. It's set on 90, but this Saturday is going to be 90 degrees plus. So my son's having a birthday party, soccer team, baseball team, and some kids from school. I don't want, 90 degrees out jumping in 90-degree water. The kids might just literally melt. I mean, just be bones. Like on the bottom of the pool, there's a whole pile of bones, just stuff will melt right off. So I turned it down to 78, but then I realized today's only Tuesday and I want to go in the pool. I hate cold water, so I turned it back up to 90. I'll turn it down Thursday night. It'll be nice and cool by the time Saturday afternoon comes. All right, commercial break for the station. That was West Rock Pools, sponsor of the Clem and the PM. If you're looking for an above ground pool, check them out over there, Middletown Road in Nanuet, behind Shake Shack and Chipotle. I say Chipotle, but you say Chipotle. It don't matter. I went there last night for my daughter. God. It's like when you're the boss and you're there, everybody's working. When the boss isn't around, it's a total show. Absolutely. And it was last night. All right, quick break. We'll be right back.
Traffic, weather, and music you remember on AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
Right now, police are stepping up patrols to make sure drivers and pedestrians obey our crosswalk laws. Why? Because every year in New York, people are injured or killed just crossing the street. So remember, pedestrians, obey traffic signals and use crosswalks. And drivers, yield to pedestrians in crosswalks. If you don't, we will educate you on the law, and you may get a ticket, because tickets get attention, and that saves lives. A message from the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
This is Clarkstown Supervisor George Homan. Please join me for my monthly show, Hometown Happenings, which airs the first Thursday of each month from 9:30 to 10 a.m. We will take your calls. We'll have special guests and update you about what's going on around town and in the county. So please join me, Supervisor George Homan, the first Thursday of each month from 9:30 to 10 a.m. for Hometown Happenings. You'll be happy that you did.
If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. Ouch! Well, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers. If you administer insulin 3 or more times per day or use an insulin pump, call now and learn how a CGM can help you.
Painless. No more pricking my finger.
No finger pricks.
Convenience. They delivered it free and they took care of all the paperwork.
You can reduce pain right away. Plus, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you spend more time in range. And if you have insurance, you can get a new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. Call now and get free shipping of your new CGM. Plus, we'll bill your insurance for you. 800-472-8060. 800-472-8060. 800-472-8060. That's 800-472-8060.
Buying a home is one of the largest investments you'll ever make in a lifetime. Not sure how much money to put down, what budget to set for buying a home, how to pre-qualify for your mortgage. Join Ann Zeilengold every Thursday at 7:15 a.m. on Mortgage Matters, where Ann will answer your questions and give you tips about the mortgage process. Ann Zeilengold is Vice President of FM Home Loans and has over 27 years' experience specializing in residential mortgages. Don't miss this show every Thursday morning at 7:15 right here on WRCR AM 1700, Radio Unscripted, and WRCR.com. Visit Ann at her website, annzeilengold.com, or call 354-9700. That's 354-9700.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
Hey, good afternoon. We've got a problem here through Brewster. It is on 22. An accident in southbound side by Lower Mine Road. We do have at least one lane out of service because of this accident with injuries. 9 is busy both directions down through Phillipstown with the ongoing road work by Mill Road and Old Albany Post Road North. That's only one lane available for both directions to share. Hutch is delayed northbound, a 5-minute delay moving from exit 4B to the Cross County. Slowdowns on 287 equal a 7-minute delay from exit 8E moving west into exit 5. So far so good on 84. Looks good also on the New York State Thruway. This report is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance, where you only pay for what you need. Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm John Grimmeyer.
Weather. For tonight, mostly clear with a low around 49 degrees. For Wednesday, increasing clouds with a high near 70 degrees. For Wednesday night, showers likely mainly after 2 a.m., otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 53, the chance of rain 60%. For Thursday, showers likely, but it'll be a morning event, mainly before 8 a.m. Then cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 73 degrees. For Thursday night, mostly clear with a low around 55. And for Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 86 degrees, and we could hit 90 on Saturday. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 75.
Yes, the great John Fogerty. I love that voice. Center field. I used to be center field. Batting first, playing center field, switch hitting. Number 7, Peter Clem. My son leads off, but he plays shortstop. Alrighty, so we are back. Great tune. Baseball. It's here. Yankees killing it. Mets killing it. Looking good. Boulders got their season underway. And look what I found in my pants. Unbelievable what you may pull out. 4 tickets to tonight's Boulders game for whoever wants them. All right? Clover Stadium, located in Pomona. home of our very own New York Boulders. Tonight, you can attend the game. A nice night for baseball, if I say. I would have taken them. I would have taken these tickets and gone to the ballpark and enjoyed a night out watching the game, stuffing my face with Chick-fil-A, and by the fourth inning, sausage and peppers, and taking it down the seventh inning stretch with some ice cream, maybe some pizza from Kinchley's. Are they still over there, Kinchley's Pizza? I hope so. I hope so. Oh yeah, it's like a food fest. What's better than baseball, food? They got the beer. They got that beer hut over there. Oh, you know what? My son's only 9 years old. He's got another 12 years of baseball. I miss one game. Anybody want to go to the Boulders game with me tonight? All right, I got 4 tickets. 845-429-1700. If you like them, they're a phone call away. 845-429-1700. I know it's last minute. Like I said, they just fell into my lap, literally. All right, I got 4 tickets here on my lap. They're yours to take. 845-429-1700. Yes. Baseball. I know a lot of people voted no for that park. Believe me, I get it. But I just think it's really cool. I just wish that, and they do a great job of filling, with events and whatnot, but I just wish there was more. And they advertised it more. Like you saw monthly things in publications. You saw a lot of Facebook posts. I think it's a poor job of getting the word out there. Or it could be better. I shouldn't say it's a poor job. Could be much better. And there needs to be more events. A whole variety of events. Listen, you could have a country night, a Dominican night. You could have a Polish night with pierogies and polka. Whatever. You could have a blackjack night. Imagine 50 tables on the field. Winner takes all. Half the money goes to charity. Half the money goes to 25% goes to you. 25% goes to charity. 25% goes to the town. And 25% goes to me, obviously, for promotion. So if that place every weekend, in the winter with the ice hockey. Snow castles, whatever. You just mix it up. I know where it's a tight budget. You got to make money. You can't lose money over there. But I believe if it was advertised better to a multitude of counties and had a ton of events, like a train event, have the train event there, hold, whatever. You could have meetings, have a crowd, a rally, like an LGBTQ rally there, fill the stands, have a, everybody's waving fans, flags, dancing, beads everywhere. Everyone's kissing, hugging. Be a great day. I like that park. I enjoy it. The family loves it when we go there. And the best part about it is you're minutes from home. Literally, at least I am. What is it, like a 10-minute ride from home? And the night is inexpensive. So again, we got the 4 tickets. 845-429-1700 if anybody wants to jump on them tonight. Mike says there's always something going on there. He passed there all the time. It's just not, public. Well, I know there's events there, Mike. I know they have events there, but they're oh, my God. Brian Avenue, Bob. Checking in. Everybody, all hail the Doo-Wop Dream Machine Friday night. Did you hear his shameless self-promotion today? It's like he calls in complimenting Will. Oh, Will, you were such a joy to have Friday night on my show. Yes, letting everybody know that, hey, it's me again, shamelessly plugging my show. But he's checking in saying hi. All hail Mike from the Valley saying that they do have events. Well, if I don't know about the events, and I'm pretty much in the loop. I'm an in the loop type of guy when it comes to Rockland stuff. That's pretty sad. They need to have they need to have Boulderberg running up and down Route 59, in in the middle of the weekend, promoting stuff, or in the mall. I know they do, but it needs to be publicized more. It's just, I don't know if it gets out there enough for the masses to know. We want that place to survive. You know, imagine it goes out. It's one thing paying taxes for a place that's bringing in some revenue, but it's another thing when it's not bringing in any revenue and you're still paying for the spot. So hopefully everybody goes out and checks out either a game, a concert. That summer series was awesome. They used to have that summer series. I don't know. They had different concerts there. You know, they need to get some more of that going. And again, a whole range of music. I don't care if you have a rap concert, a country concert. You have a doo-wop concert hosted by none other than Wilson Avenue Jeff. And, it's like, when's he coming back? I texted him today. When is he coming back? That's the magic question. Anybody want to get in on a poll? Like everybody, you throw in like $10 and you pick a date and the closest person wins? Huh? You make it interesting. I mean, he's on the mend, whatever the mend may be. I'm out of the loop. I don't really know what happened to Bang Bang. But, he should be back sooner than later. Yeah, that concert, Burgermeister checking in. All hail the Burgermeister. 38 Special. The Beach Boys. Wow, imagine that. Beach Boys 38 Special selling out. Sold out stadiums at one point. Playing big stadiums. And now they're doing... And Boulder Stadium's good, but I remember I saw... Who was that? I told this story before. God, who did I see at Great Adventure? And it was the Doobie Brothers. I saw the Doobie Brothers at Great Adventure. I don't even think it was with Mike McDonald, to be honest with you. It's like, it's like seeing, you're going to see Mariah Carey at Right Playland performing one of her 19 number one hits in a couple of years. But listen, I don't care who plays at the stadium. I just want them to fill it. It's a great place. I really enjoy it. And it's so easily navigated. I mean, you walk up the stairs, you got food. You walk to the right, you got food. You walk to the left, there's more food. You want to walk around the stadium, there's no food. But you're going to run into food eventually. And there's a lot of beer in between. So, I mean, whoever set it up did an outstanding job of understanding our needs as baseball fans. So I guess nobody can make the game tonight. Is that it? 4 tickets out there? 845-429-1700. I know it was late. Like I said, they were just dropped on my lap. But they are here if anybody wants them. And if nobody takes them in the first hour, I will most certainly promote them in the second. Now, let's talk about this Boulder package. There is, for you business people out there, I got to look into this. I myself have to look. I didn't even review. Let me see here. Okay, so we got the base hit. We got the home run, the double play. All right, so they offer different packages based on your budget, your wants, and your needs. Now, obviously, WRCR being Rockland's hometown radio station, and the New York Boulders being Rockland's hometown baseball team, what better than to pair up and make a beautiful couple? Hence, we started the show with couples. All hail, double hail. WRCR, the Boulders, together for the 2022 Frontier League season, are offering you a great package targeting listeners, baseball fans, and these packages are affordable. I'm looking at them right now. I mean, they're within most businesses' budgets if you're a business that advertises. I advertise in a lot of different spots, and these look all pretty reasonable, one better than the other. So reach out to our very own Kerry Potter, host of House Calls. Kerry at WRCR.com. That's Kerry. She can go over the specific of the package, the individual packages. No need for me to bore you to death. But I will say this is the Boulders, WRCR, together in unison can help you grow your business, can help you build your brand, can help you get your product out there, your name out there, your message out there. Kerry at WRCR.com. Reach out to her. Kerry at WRCR.com. So, Redneck Fridays, the Gumbo Yaya radio show. I had a friend who was in production way back when. He was into rap production and down in the Boogie Down Bronx. And I hear Redneck, talking about promoters in Nashville looking for, to get people, looking for the next star and whatnot. And I remember my buddy who was doing producing. Well, he wasn't. What was he called? It was some sort of engineer. He worked at a place that he was an engineer and that did production and producing. And there was a guy out of there who was finding young people on the streets, at the malls, performing hip hop, trying to break into the scene, trying to become the next big star. And I remember my buddy telling me a story about how this guy was being chased down by the FBI because his what was it called? I don't know. It wasn't like something boy, whatever it was. The name of the place was on the news. And I had asked him, I said, dude, don't you work for that company? He's like, yeah, it's not me. It's the guy that does this stuff, taking money from people to, promise them that they, it would take a song or two from them and then say, hey, I'm going to send it out to this guy and this guy's listening to it, but listen, we got to get $4,000 because although they like it, it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. And he'd put like $500 of that $4,000 into the song production and keep the other $3,500, and he'd take $7,000 from another young people, and they'd borrow it from their aunt and uncle. So Redneck, is a legit guy, and he's got connections in Nashville. So if anyone out there, I'm sure, because Brian Avenue Bob is the type of guy that, he's always watching your back. So if I'm talking crypto, he says, hey, be careful, don't spend your money, this and that. And I share with you this story of my buddy. This was back in the early 90s when he was pretty big for his position. I mean, he was cruising around in a nice Benz, the Big Daddy Benz. Had the nice Rolex watch. I had the Movado. He had the Rolex. I mean, he was 10 steps ahead. But I remember him telling me, he said, no, that's not me. We're actually, padlocking his office, this, that. Not that we are. The government padlocking his office, chasing him down, all this stuff. But Redneck, if he's as half as good as I think he is, then he's going to scout out good talent. He's going to help them get to where they need to be. So if you're out there listening and you're a musician tuning in and you're looking for some help out there, we do have someone here who can get you at least somewhat, maybe polish off your music, maybe get you some gigs, maybe get you a little recognition. But like I said, you always got to be wary of opportunity when it comes to you and ask for money. It's different when it comes to you and it's like, okay, listen, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But when opportunity comes knocking and then wants you to pay for it, you always got to be suspect. But like I said, Redneck, and it's so funny, as I was talking to him, I haven't talked to him, 2022. I probably haven't talked to him since the early 2000s when he quit what he was, not quit, but that just blossomed into something else, moved over to California, and we just reconnected on Facebook talking about the reunion. And he was saying, hey, man, when I come up for the reunion, let's go to a steakhouse in the city, my treat, blah, blah, blah. I said, you don't have to ask twice. You're the money man. Would you believe he has his own helicopter? I didn't know. It's not called a helicopter. Where is it? It's like a sky. It's called a sky something. It's like a mini helicopter. And so I said, are you flying it up to New York? He said, no, not at all. But, I was, check this thing out. I would get a chauffeur to drive me around before I get a helicopter. I'm scared of helicopters. Like going down in a plane is bad enough, but going down in a helicopter is 10 times worse. Yeah, even Brian Avenue Bob brings up another story. We got this friend. I mean, he's mentally ill. He's disturbed. And he's always posting about clam chowder, runs, doo-doo, smelling doo-doo stains on at his Bob's job. He sells sofas and people. He's just, I don't know, there's something wrong with him. But he said he was going to be a star. There's a producer that reached out to him, wanted to make this clam chowder festival movie and put him as the star because he loves clam chowder. And then several weeks went by, and then the guy finally says, listen, you know what? We need $10,000 to get this cut. And he's like, what? He's like, oh, yeah, you know what? We got connections. We're going to make it happen. But things are tight, you know, because of COVID. We weren't able to produce movies. We don't have a budget for it, but you're the star. And as the guy who's going to reap the benefits, you know, if you could lay out the 10 grand, it'll definitely come back to you. Blah, 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 blah. So, you know, buyer beware. Like I said, when opportunity comes knocking, it usually doesn't ask for money. You know, we were fortunate enough when IFL came to us, offered us stock in their company. I mean, did it turn out to be anything? No. I mean, we didn't make any money from it. But it wasn't like they said, hey, listen, we'd like for you to, be the IFL, the voice of the IFL. We're going to fly you to all the events. We're going to put you in a hotel. We're going to give you coupons for food. You're going to hang out with the stars that we're flying out to the events, at parties, at card games, this, that, whatever. We're going to get a seat at the card table, whatever. But never once did they ask for money. And you got to be leery of that. But like I said, back to the redneck. All right, we're going to take a break. If you're a country star, looking to become a country star, or even a musician, reach out to Redneck. You know, he's here on Fridays from 11 to 2. Call him up and tell him you want to be a star to take you under your wing. Be right back.
AM 1700 WRCR Haverstraw.
Hi, I'm Roxanne Watson, inviting you to join us every Wednesday morning at 9:15 a.m. for Michael's Gift, a weekly program that focuses on organ donation and patient advocacy. I will be taking your calls and share real-life stories. This show is dedicated in honor of my donor, Michael Boville, United States Coast Guard, and his amazing family. That's Michael's Gift, every Wednesday at 9:15 a.m. Michael's Gift is sponsored by Live On New York.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission to have more people sign up as organ, eye, and tissue donors.
Are you an organ donor?
What drives her? Roxanne received a heart transplant made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day to devote myself to signing up the most people in the United States.
Now she's a powerful force for good.
That's my goal.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
You
remember the days when you could turn on your radio and hear songs like this? Well, they're back. Hi, everybody. This is Bryant Avenue Bob Trevero, and I'll be hosting the Do-Up Dream Machine Show this Friday and every Friday night from 6 to 8 p.m. right here on WRCR 1700 AM and streaming live on WRCR.com. I'll play songs like this that you know and love, and introduce you to songs you've never heard. But once you do, you'll get to know and love them as well. I'll take your telephone calls, dedications, and song requests. You say it, and I'll play it. I'll be brought to you by Rick's Club American in Congers, New York. So join me this Friday and every Friday night from 6 to 8 p.m. for the Do-Up Dream Machine Show right here on WRCR.
It's Tuesday, May 17th. Filling in for Jeff Lewis with your WRCR News, this is Michael Weiss. According to News 12, a shooting in Mount Vernon this past Sunday night on the corner of South 2nd Avenue and East 3rd Street has left 2 people injured. They were promptly transported to a hospital by emergency medical services and are said to be recovering. Police are still investigating the shooting, although no words have been given yet on what caused the event. Updating a story from the past week, baby formula producer Abbott stated over their news Twitter account that they have reached an agreement with the FDA for their Michigan plant. This will be a major step towards restarting production and ending the nationwide shortage tied to their shutdown earlier in the year. Through the consent decree, which the FDA and Abbott agreed on, the FDA has been investigating safety problems at the Michigan facility. According to News 12, Abbott also mentioned that once production resumes, it will take at least 8 weeks for new products to be shipped to stores and consumers nationwide. An article written by Lowhood a few days ago describes the length at which parents have had to go in order to find usable baby formula for their children, including desperate searches online, which results in scams from online price gougers. Stores across the state have also put limits on the amount of baby formula one can purchase. Stores such as Target, CVS, and Walmart. Current state aid can be reached by going to a range of WIC programs, which will assist families in receiving formula partly depending on income levels. For more information, you can go to www.health.ny.gov/prevention/nutrition/WIC or go to nyswicvendors.com to search for WIC stores locally and ask questions about formula supplies. Honored Spring Valley firefighter Jared Lloyd's mother received a Presidential Medal of Honor in her son's honor yesterday morning. This was one of 15 medals President Joe Biden has presented to public safety officers for the first time in 2 years. Lloyd received his posthumously for his courageous acts during the Evergreen Court Home for Adults fire back in March 2021. This is the highest award the President can give to a public safety officer. Thanks for tuning in for your WRCR News. This was Michael Weiss.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
Hey, good afternoon. We've got a problem here through Brewster. It is on 22, an accident in southbound side by Lower Mine Road. We do have at least one lane out of service because of this accident with injuries. 9 is busy both directions out through Phillipstown with the ongoing road work by Mill Road and Old Albany Post Road North. That's only one lane available for both directions to share. Hutch is delayed northbound, a 5-minute delay moving from exit 4B to the Cross County. Slowdowns on 287 equal a 7-minute delay from exit 8E moving west into exit 5. So far so good on 84. Looks good also on the New York State Thruway. This report is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance, where you only pay for what you need. Nobody should have to pay for one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm John Grimmeyer.
Weather for tonight, mostly clear with a low around 49 degrees. For Wednesday, increasing clouds with a high near 70 degrees. For Wednesday night, showers likely mainly after 2 a.m., otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 53, the chance of rain 60%. For Thursday, showers likely, but it'll be a morning event, mainly before 8 a.m. Then cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 73 degrees. For Thursday night, mostly clear with a low around 55. And for Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 86 degrees, and we could hit 90 on Saturday. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 75.
The following program is furnished by its producer, host, and sponsors.
Welcome back, Clemaniacs. This is Kevin Thomas, and you are listening to the second hour of Clem in the PM. Here's your host, Pete Clem.
Now it's Clembo, yeah. Down, Judas Priest. Love Judas Priest. All right, we are back. No, I'm back on YouTube. You know, sometimes I just play the music while I take care of business, you know, behind the scenes. And then I go back to the YouTube. And then sometimes I forget and people remind me. But that I was just taking care of business. All right. It is the 17th day of May. We are more than halfway done with this month. We will be approaching halfway of the year. And then the countdown to December. This year is moving quickly. So make sure you enjoy every day, especially your birthday. If today is your birthday, we wish you a happy birthday. I just had this awesome Chobani pomegranate yogurt. I love the pomegranate, but too much work. Again, I'm lazy when it comes to fruit. So I search out the pomegranate in a cup. Some poor soul had to pick all those things out of there for me just so I can enjoy my laziness eating pomegranates. All right, so if it is your birthday, I wish you a very happy birthday. Filled with love, joy, birthday cake, brownie batter, cookie dough, whatever it is you love, linguine, I don't care. I just wish you a happy birthday and a year filled with health, joy, love, all that good stuff. Birthday. My wife's going to be celebrating a big birthday next year. I'm going to have to throw her a surprise bash. All right. Famous birthdays today. You celebrate your birthday. Gives a little bit more credence to you and your birthday when you know you celebrate it with people like this. The late, great Bob Saget. Did we ever find out what really happened? I know there were some questions about his death. The great Bob Saget, missed by many. Rest in peace. Would have been 66 years old today. Could be 66 up in the heavens. All righty, let's see as we move down. It says Nikki Reed, movie actress. I'm not familiar. She gained recognition as Rosalie Hale in the Twilight Saga after appearing in Lords of Dogtown and Minnie's First Time. Okay, not familiar with her. Let's see. Charlotte Crosby, nah. Reality star, nah. Model, nah. Let's see. Karuchi Tran, model. Nope. That was Chris Brown's ex-girlfriend. Let's skip over that. Matt Ryan, NFL quarterback, 36 years old. Famous birthdays. Moving down the line. Let's see. Nope. A bassist. Jamie Preciado. Don't know him, so we won't worry about that. Famous birthday. Not too many today. Not too many. Quiet night on the famous birthdays. Nothing. Tony Parker, retired basketball player, 39. Bill Paxton, movie actor who passed away in 2017. Birthday today. Not a lot going on. Not a lot going on in the famous birthdays. I'll tell you what's going on in a few minutes. Oliver will be here. What national day is it today? I shall tell you in a second. Updates with Oliver coming up shortly. We'll talk a lot of those Game 7s, a lot of excitement to talk about, and what's next for some of those winners. Oh, my God. I love cherry cobbler. And one of my favorites is cherry cobbler. I love it. National Walnut Day. I'm not a big fan of the walnut. I like wet walnuts. You know, like they come in syrup. Wet walnuts are good, but the walnut to me it's a little overrated. National Graduation Tassel Day. Hooray, the tassel, the thing on your head. All right, we'll take a quick break. When we get back, we shall have, hopefully, our man Oliver doing some sports update here on the Clem in the PM. By the way, it is 4:20. Be right back.
With local news, local traffic, and local weather, if you like local, you'll love AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things.
You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the New York Army National Guard. Aired by the New York State Broadcasters Association and this station.
Marcello's Ristorante in Suffern offers unparalleled Italian cuisine in both small and large plates, as well as an extensive wine and cocktail menu. Visit marcellosgroup.com for reservations, find out about their cooking classes, chef's table, and elegant events catering. Bring home Marcello's hand-picked products, extra virgin olive oils, artisanal pasta, and more. Marcello Russo DeVito is live on the morning show every Friday at 8:45 a.m. Call in with your cooking questions and find out about the latest specials. Visit marcellosgroup.com.
Hi, this is Tom Osa from the North Rockland Chamber of Commerce. Join us for our 8th annual Stony Music Fest on Saturday, June 25th, all day at Riverfront Park in Stony Point, New York. 6 great bands on stage, vendors, food, and a special presentation to our charitable recipient of the year, Habitat for Humanity Rockland. Learn more at stonymusicfest.com, and we'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Roxanne Watson, inviting you to join us every Wednesday morning at 9:15 a.m. for Michael's Gifts, a weekly program that focuses on organ donation and patient advocacy. I will be taking your calls and share real-life stories. This show is dedicated in honor of my donor, Michael Boville, United States Coast Guard, and his amazing family. That's Michael's Gifts, every Wednesday at 9:15 a.m. Michael's Gifts is sponsored by Live On New York.
Roxanne Watson is on a mission to have more people sign up as organ, eye, and tissue donors.
Are you an organ donor?
What drives her? Roxanne received a heart transplant made possible by an organ donor.
I decided that day to devote myself to signing up the most people in the United States.
Now she's a powerful force for good.
That's my goal.
What could you make possible as an organ, eye, and tissue donor? Leave behind the gift of life. Go to organdonor.gov. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
22, there's a crash in Brewster through Putnam County, southbound by Lower Mine Road. Interstate Thruway, a 4-minute delay. Exit 10 to 13 is stop and go. Hot just slow northbound from exit 5 to the Cross County. And 27, got traffic westbound from exit 8 to 5. That's also stop and go. 84 is looking good. This report sponsored by Allstate. Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With drive-wise from Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you can save. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm John Grameyer.
Weather for tonight, mostly clear with a low around 49 degrees. For Wednesday, increasing clouds with a high near 70 degrees. For Wednesday night, showers likely mainly after 2 a.m., otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 53, the chance of rain 60%. For Thursday, showers likely, but it'll be a morning event, mainly before 8 a.m. Then cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 73 degrees. For Thursday night, mostly clear with a low around 55. And for Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 86 degrees, and we could hit 90 on Saturday. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 75.
All righty, we are back here in Clemville on a Tuesday afternoon, facing the finish line. But before we get there, let's get to our good friend Oliver Hilario, who you know comes on Mondays, but due to the uncertainty of yesterday's forecast, which, by the way, the Cardinals could have easily played that game. It rained for 10 minutes. Absolutely. We could have went up there and beat Haverstraw and had 9 wins. But it is what it is. All right, so we are here, and we have a lot to talk about. Let's recap first the basketball action, and before we do, How are you doing today, Oliver?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm feeling great. I'm really pumped up, feeling good. Looking forward to getting your insight. All right, so the Milwaukee Bucks, powered by possibly the best player in the league with Giannis, looked as if they were going to take the series early on, but the Celtics were able to pull out a Game 7 victory and now advance. Were you shocked to see the Celtics beat the Bucks?
I was very surprised because I really thought that Boston Celtics were going to be able to stop Giannis, but what they did was double team him and he had no choice but to have the ball. But either way, I thought Giannis was strong enough to overcome that because he's a big guy and very athletic, and he was missing layups that he usually makes, which was very surprising to me.
Yes, he performed well, but maybe he didn't have his best series. But the Celtics team really came together with a good strategy, like you said, to double team him. And not that he hasn't been double teamed before, but in the playoff, it's a little bit quicker. It's a little bit, just rough and tough. And they were able to, cut his game down to where the other Bucks needed to step it up, and they fell a little bit short.
And Portis was a no-show in Game 6 and especially in Game 7.
Almost as bad as CP3 and Booker were, but we'll get to them in a minute. So the Celtics now move on to the conference finals, and they'll be playing a Miami Heat team that was able to dispose of the Sixers, who towards the end made a trade, getting rid of Ben Simmons, who had become somewhat of a cancer to not just the team, but to the town of Philadelphia. And they bring in another cancer, James Harden. And when you're talking about no-shows, he really was a no-show and not much of a team player in this series.
Yeah, he has a history of not showing up in the playoffs, and he did that again. His best game was, I think it was game 4 where he stepped up, but besides game 4, he didn't really do anything in this series. It was all Embiid or nothing, and people forget that Embiid was injured before game 1 and game 2, and then they tied it up at 2, and then game 5 and on, Harden was a no-show again. Like I said, he has a history of not stepping up, which I don't believe he deserves the Supermax contract.
I believe it's 40-something million next year.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, $46.5 million to opt in to play with Philly. Although he really doesn't deserve to even be one of the highest paid players. Talented, but he gives nothing to the team. Now he doesn't play like a Larry Bird did. Everything for the team, everything for winning. Michael Jordan, those guys back then.
Jordan, Kobe.
Yeah, right, exactly. Magic Johnson, all the greats that we mention and talk about. That's because they played the game to win it. To him, it doesn't matter that they're out after the first round.
Even Allen Iverson had a great game, even though he didn't win a championship, but he always showed up.
Right, no doubt, absolutely. Now, what do you think, Kevin? Oh, you know what? What do you think?
Yeah.
Kev, what do you think of the chances of Miami Heat and the Celtics? Who's got a better chance in your mind to get to the finals?
That's a tough one. I mean, they're pretty even. I will go with the Celtics, but I think it goes the distance.
Yeah, you couldn't hear Kevin. Okay, I'm back. You couldn't hear Kevin. I want to make sure you couldn't hear him. Now, okay, so you couldn't, right? Correct. You could not. Okay. All right, so who do you have in Boston and Miami?
To me, in my heart, I want Miami to win because the Celtics beat the Nets. But in my heart, I gotta go with the Boston Celtics right now because they have not just a Tatum scoring, but they have more players like Williams stepping up, and I just feel like Jimmy Butler is gonna need help in the series, and I don't know where they're gonna get it from because you got Lowry who was hurt the last series. Let's see if he steps up, but for now I'm going with the Celtics.
Boulder Steve checking in saying the audio on YouTube is low for Oliver. That one I can't fix. I have voice meter in front of me, but I don't want to touch it. So I apologize for those of you listening to YouTube and Oliver coming in a little bit, a little bit shaky there. But no. Yeah, no. They hear you. You know what it is? It's just a little bit. Sometimes the audio is off for whatever reason. It's a little bit lower. Needs to be adjusted. But no, you're all good. So let's go to the West. The Golden State Warriors were waiting after they disposed of Memphis. We're waiting for the winner of the Dallas Mavericks Phoenix Suns series. Phoenix had an outstanding season, really pulled ahead from the rest, but this might have been one of the greatest games I've ever seen in individual play. Luka Doncic should have wore a cape when he played.
Yeah, the Suns couldn't do anything to stop Luka, and I gotta give credit to Jason Kidd because if you remember after game one, he said that the players need to step up, and we saw that throughout the series after game one. So the credit has to go to Jason Kidd. This great coaching. He makes adjustments during the game. It's fascinating to see, a coach like Jason Kidd having his players respond to him. It's amazing.
It really is. Where would you rate Luka in the league when people say LeBron, when people say Kevin Durant, when people say Giannis, and all these up-and-coming stars, obviously, where would you rate Luka Doncic, even not even just from that performance the other day, but just from what you've seen from him, where does he fall?
Right now, he has to be at least top 10 right now, at least.
Top 10. Wow. Now, if you were making a team, you're saying that you would pick 9 other guys before him. Because I think when it comes to the team game, he understands it better than anybody and plays with a passion, for the team and to win. At least lately.
To me, because he hasn't, won a championship yet, but as far as his play, I understand why people have him higher, but he has to get over the hump for me first.
I hear that. Now, Chris Paul, Devin Booker, will they be able to live this down? I mean, obviously, it's over in Phoenix. They were unsuccessful with what they put together. Chris Paul will always be the guy who was able to win with other stars, being the leaders, and he was just like the third leg, the third wheel. What will his legacy be now, and what will happen with Chris Paul in his time with Phoenix?
I mean, as you see in the series, he didn't really play well. In Game 7, he was 4 for 8 on the field, and he only scored 10 points in Game 7, which is horrible. And people are always gonna look at him, as a person who didn't really do too much in the playoffs, which is sad because he's one of the best point guards in the game. But
Right.
What matters is what you do in the playoffs.
Right, with the winning. Yeah, winning. It comes down to winning. Right, absolutely. All right, so talk about winning. Let's go to the ice. Well, before we go to the ice, Golden State and Dallas. I mean, do you give Dallas a chance?
I gotta give Dallas a chance because because of the coaching, like I said, and you also have Luka there, so there's a chance. But at the end of the day, I'm going with the Warriors. I have the Warriors going to the final. I just feel like I said last week, they had that championship pedigree, and they're hitting their stride right now. Like I said last week, I just feel like they're the hottest team right now.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's go to the ice. The New York Rangers. I mean, creating history, setting history with the amount of times they came back in an elimination game, able to pull it off in a Game 7. Although they came out a little bit slow, in the end, what mattered is that they scored the last goal in that game and go on to the second round. Your thoughts on the series against the Penguins and how they stand to fare in the next round?
I mean, after we were down 3-1, I was very hesitant to say that we were going to come back, but I still said we had a slim chance. So, I was very happy to see the Rangers come back from this series. Then you have Crowder who scored the first goal last game, and Panarin with that winning field goal. It was amazing. It was, it felt great to have these New York teams playing well, especially the Rangers in the playoffs right now. It's a great time to be a sports fan. You're on mute.
Yes, I am. Thank you. How did you know that? You got a crystal ball over there? You know what it was? I was coughing, so I put my mute off. No worries. You're good. All right. So it is a good time to be a sports fan in New York. The Yankees, the Mets, looking great.
And I think that the Rangers with the Hurricanes, they've lost 3 out of 4, I think, this season. So, it's going to be tough, but I got to go with the Rangers right now because, like we said, with those comebacks that they have this year, 30 of them, I believe, was the number. And I just feel like they're not afraid of anybody right now.
Right. That clicking, I don't know if it's the wire on Oliver's headset or what, but there is click. I can hear the clicking too, but like I said, some days we got it, some days we don't, but it may be something. I don't know. I'm not an engineer.
Because I don't hear anything.
No worries. It sounds like a little windy, like some turbulence. All right, so as far as the Yankees, you got to be excited. I mean, they're breaking records, all their guys. Yes. I mean, hitting home runs, stealing bases, laying bunts, pitching's looking good.
I mean, we have Rizzo with 10 home runs, Stan with 10, and Judge with 12. That's the first time in Yankee history that's happening in 35 games. So it's amazing to see the Yankees playing the way they are, and the pitching has been phenomenal. Especially Severino last night with 6 innings, 7 strikeouts.
It's nice to watch.
It's nice to watch, yes.
If you're Yankees.
I can't be more happier right now.
I bet. All right, so obviously as a Mets fan, I could say the same. Let's go to our Cowboys before we wrap it up. I got to get to break. And
the Brom had an MRI on his shoulder yesterday, I believe, and it revealed that it's continuing to So
Good, good.
he'll be back this season.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no. And when he does, it's over. It's over. You know, we'll be celebrating the greatness of DeGrom and Scherzer, no doubt. All right, so, wait, let me put this on mute. Oh, all right, I'm back. Yep, no doubt. All right, so we covered basketball, we covered hockey, we covered basketball, baseball. Football, really. I mean, the Cowboys' schedule. I mean, it looks, you know, it looks a little tough.
We got Tom Brady again in week 1.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
This time we're home. So.
Exactly.
But then again, you know how the refs are. They don't like us anyway.
Nobody likes us. All hail the Cowboys. A double all hail the Cowboys. Now, what do you think of the Giants on Thanksgiving? I mean, besides feasting on turkey and everything else, all the sides, we're going to feast on some G-men.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. We haven't had this matchup in quite a while on Thanksgiving. I'm not sure when was the last time, but it's good. Because I feel like we're going to win that game, so it's going to be easy.
No doubt. All right, buddy. But what else you want to say, man, before we get out of here, brother?
Oh, and Alexander, the quarterback from Green Bay.
Yep.
He signed an extension of $84 million, 31 guaranteed this year, and he's going to be back in Green Bay for 4 more years.
Wow, sitting behind Aaron Rodgers, getting paid. What's better than that?
Yeah.
No doubt. All right, my man. Listen, I hope the Yankees keep winning. And we'll obviously. No doubt, we'll obviously have some baseball to talk about next week, but more importantly, we'll have some basketball and hockey, more closer to the championships.
We gotta get together to watch a baseball game too.
Absolutely, my friend. We'll definitely do that. All right, listen. You have a good one. I'm glad we got you on today. All the love, and we shall talk next Monday. We're on.
All right, brother.
Be good. You got it. Absolutely. All right, let's shut this down over here. End the meeting. That's done. Now you see. Do you hear that? You know, I heard it too. It sounded like a wind, tunnel or like something whipping. Usually that's a wire that's moving around, but it's gone now. So that's why I figured, hey, let me go back to Clem Studio. Oliver, off. Wait, boom, Clem Studio, and we are back here. So that was that. I mean, listen, just like in life, you just got to work with it. If it ain't, what it's supposed to be, you just make it happen. No excuses. Just get it done. Great segment, good sports talk. We'll take a break, and we'll be coming to the finish line. Be right back.
If it concerns the Hudson Valley, it concerns us. AM 1700 WRCR and WRCR.com.
Hi there. This is an announcement for you if you live in the East Ramapo Central School District and you have a child who will be 4 years old by December 1st. East Ramapo is still registering children for its full-day, 5-hour universal pre-kindergarten program, which will be starting in September. UPK is a free pre-kindergarten program. The program is for 5 days a week for 5 hours each day. What you need to do to register is to go to the East Ramapo website, www.ercsd.org/UPK. There you will find the application and more information about UPK. Remember, it's all for free. So, if you live in the East Ramapo School District and your child will be 4 by December 1st, don't delay. Go to ercsd.org/UPK or call 845-577-6114. Thank you.
You remember the days when you could turn on your radio and hear songs like this? Well, they're back. Hi, everybody. This is Bryant Avenue Bob Trevero, and I'll be hosting the Do Up Dream Machine Show this Friday and every Friday night from 6 to 8 p.m. right here on WRCR 1700 AM and streaming live on WRCR.com. I'll play songs like this that you know and love and introduce you to songs you've never heard, but once you do, you'll get to know and love them as well. I'll take your telephone calls, dedications, and song requests. You say it, and I'll play it. I'll be brought to you by Rick's Club American in Congers, New York. So join me this Friday and every Friday night from 6 to 8 p.m. for the Do Up Dream Machine Show right here on WRCR.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now to learn more.
800-649-0142. 800-649-0142. 800-649-0142. That's 800-649-0142.
Now let's take a look at the roads with Hudson Valley traffic.
22, there's a crash in Brewster through Putnam County, southbound by Lower Mine Road. Near State Thruway, a 4-minute delay. Exit 10 to 13 is stop and go. Hudson slow northbound from exit 5 to the Cross County. And 27, got traffic westbound from exit 8 to 5. That's also stop and go. 84 is looking good. This report sponsored by Allstate. Are you a safe driver? Are you looking to save money? With DriveWise from Allstate, the safer you drive, the more you can save. At Allstate, better protection costs a whole lot less. Visit Allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today. From the Hudson Valley Traffic Center, I'm John Grameyer.
Weather for tonight, mostly clear with a low around 49 degrees. For Wednesday, increasing clouds with a high near 70 degrees. For Wednesday night, showers likely mainly after 2 a.m., otherwise mostly cloudy with a low around 53, the chance of rain 60%. For Thursday, showers likely, but it'll be a morning event, mainly before 8 a.m., then cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 73 degrees. For Thursday night, mostly clear with a low around 55. And for Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 86 degrees, and we could hit 90 on Saturday. That's the weather forecast. For WRCR, I'm Kevin Thomas.
Up-to-the-minute weather information is always available on the WRCR website. Day or night, when you want the weather, check our website at WRCR.com.
And the current temperature is 75.
Alrighty, we are back here, and unfortunately, I got to cut out. I got a family obligation. My son left his baseball bag in the back of my wife's car. So I got to go to where she's at a Felix Festa at an event for my daughter. I got to go, and then she's taking her to basketball, so I got to go there and get his bag so he can get to the game by 5:30 and play the game. So Kevin's going to play some music. He's going to do whatever he's going to do. He's going to give you something good for the next few minutes. Does anybody want those 4 tickets? You got several minutes to call in. Kevin can take your call. He can get you those tickets. They are at the station waiting for you. 845-429-1700. Tomorrow I'll be here to the very end. I apologize. Family first. All the love. And adios, Clemigos.